Crosdale is a group manager at Umwelt, which provides a range of environmental and social consulting services across the mining, infrastructure, defence and urban development sectors. He has over 15 years' experience working in town planning, environmental impact assessment, economic development and natural resource policy and strategy. Tim has a reputation as a focused professional with a passion for leading teams and a demonstrated track record of success in business and staff leadership, business direction and strategic analysis, client management and business development. As a lifelong learner, Tim has coupled his professional roles with the completion of a degree in natural resources, a Bachelor of Urban and Regional Planning, and has obtained an MBA. Tim is also a graduate of the Australian Institute of Company Directors. Welcome, Tim. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
To begin, do you want to tell us a little bit about what career path led you to where you are now?
Yeah, certainly. I started in local government straight out of high school. Wasn't really sure what I wanted to do with my career after that. Wanted to do some study and I started working in some town planning roles and went on and studied that at university. Then got into consulting about 12 years ago and then since then worked on a whole range of big, large-scale development projects in town planning, environmental impact assessment, environmental management, and a little bit of time back in local government as well in a management role.
So what is it that motivates and drives you?
Yeah, for me, it's always the achievement of a goal or objective with a group of people. I know it might sound a little bit cliched, but certainly that's what drives me, particularly as I've gone on in my career. I've worked with a whole range of people, either as clients or bigger teams or bigger projects as we've moved along. And it's always, that sense of achievement when you get to the end, which is the big objective, but even just the wins and, the losses along the way as well. But it's always, that's what I enjoy most. It's what energises me.
Tim, what's been the biggest learning curve in your career?
Just taking the time to take stock at different times. It can be fairly fast-paced, particularly in a consulting environment. We're accountable for our time. That's obviously what we sell to our clients. And the ability to be able to pause within that context, take some time, learn the lessons that need to be learned, treat your successes the same as your failures, and try and do, continually do a better job, whether that's, leading people or doing a project in a different or sometimes in the same way, depending on your successes.
Where would you like to be in 10 years' time?
In 10 years' time, I have a very strong passion for staff and team and business leadership. And I have some roles in that at the moment, currently in the business I work at Umwelt. And I really, really enjoy all aspects of that, whether it's, again, leading someone or leading a team towards an objective or winning new clients, diversifying the business. All of those things I get a lot of energy from. And it really, it's what makes me tick.
And to finish today, have you had any significant hunter-based mentors during your career that have inspired you?
Yeah, I've had quite a number. I've been really lucky in that regard. I've had a number in local government where I started out, and also working in management roles there. I've met some really well-equipped and well-rounded leaders within that area. But certainly, again, in a consulting environment, you work with a lot of people, so I get to work with a lot of people from a lot of different organisations, which I tend to get a lot from, and I try and learn as much as I can as I go through. But certainly the business that I'm in at Umwelt, it's big, very, very strong culture on learning from each other, mistakes, successes, the whole thing. But there isn't really anyone to name in particular, but I do try to learn from everyone that I work with or for.
Excellent. That's fantastic. Thanks so much for your time today.
No problems. Thanks for having me.